Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, it's always pretty startling to me when you look at some of the statistics regarding families in our own community right here who don't have enough means, whether that's money, whatever it might be, to provide meals for their children.
Mm.
I don't know about you, but whenever I say that, it just sticks in my head.
Mm.
I've talked to Andy Gilpin, who is now the executive director of Captain Community Human Services, about this topic a number of times. So first, let me welcome Andy back. Hey, Andy, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well. Hello, Jesse. It's so good to see you, and thank you for having me back. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome anytime, Andy. Hey, look, that's really true. And we've talked about this a number of times.
Mm.
It's always startling to me in a country like the United States of America that a third of the families in our community don't have the means to supply nutritional meals for their children. What caught my attention, the reason I asked you to come back this summer, was that during the school year, think about this for a second. During the school year, schools provide meals for students who are at school. What happens in the summer? There's no school. We go through a pandemic. Kids have been home. No school. So what has happened? And that's why I wanted Andy to come back again.
Mm.
Andy, just give our viewers a handle on what I just said. There has to be an increase in this need during the summer months because their kids are not in school.
Exactly. Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. It really, food insecurity is something in Saratoga County that I don't think people really realize is there. And it is, like you said, when most people learn about it, they're really shocked to know that that's the case. But food insecurity and hunger are issues that families we serve deal with. And the statistics are really high for those students and children who have access to the food during the school year. What I've heard recently is it's 1 in 10. So for every 10 kids that has access to school food during the school year, one of them takes advantage of or has access to that same meal program in the summer months. So we have a big gap to close with that and making sure that those families have the support they need and the children have those healthy meals so they can thrive during the summer and be ready to get back to school in a good place with their health, their wellness. So it was really important to Captain to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help close that gap and provide the free summer meal program throughout the summer months for Saratoga County.
When you think about food and food insecurity, you
Mm.
realize the impact that has on the children, their ability to learn, their ability to
Mhm.
socialize, the
Mhm.
long-term effects of that. Will they go to college? Will they get a
Mhm.
career? It's not out of the ballpark to be having this kind of conversation when you're saying, well, wait, okay, so what do they do? They miss a cheeseburger for lunch or something like
Mhm.
that? It's got nothing to do with that. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
You're right, exactly. Yeah, there's many studies out there nationally, statewide, that show that direct connection between healthy meals and overall health of children and long-term health indicators of children who don't have access to healthy meals. So starting off on a point where they don't have access sets them potentially on a trajectory for future health issues, and also, lower performance in school and staying behind their cohort as they progress. So meals are medicine, and food is medicine. I think people need to understand that it's an important part of everyday life, and we got to make sure that folks have access to that healthy meals.
That's really well said, Andy. Hey,
Mm.
so the program you got involved with, and I don't want to get stuck in the weeds on this because I don't
No.
really understand USDA's or all this other stuff, but you uncovered funding sources. I think
Mhm.
started at the federal level, moved through the state level, and then got to our region, local level. Can you just explain what the program is and what it's about?
Sure. Yeah. We don't mind taking on the complicated paperwork issues to make sure we have those good services in the community. But you pretty much nailed it. It starts with the USDA, and this is a nationwide program with federal funding, which flows down to the New York State Department of Education, and then organizations such as Captain can become a sponsor to access the funding necessary to run the programs and get reimbursed for the meals served. So once we get certified by the New York State Department of Education, we can operate the program, and then that food gets out into the community. And there's many organizations all over the capital region, just like us, like Captain, doing the work in other counties. So but it's a very good program. It's a really good safety net program, I think, and also a great way to make sure that youth have access to this food.
I've got it. Hey, let's talk about the mechanics of it. Okay, so people can
Hmm.
say, "Boy, I know somebody who really, take
Hmm.
needs this service in our community." I imagine there are sites set up
Hmm.
around the county. The explain to me how it works and where the sites are and what kind of services they provide.
Sure, sure. We have it's been lucky enough to grow over the past 3 to 4 years. So now we have 20 different sites all over Saratoga County, northern part of the county, southern, western, eastern. There's something for everybody. Very easy to access. Check our website, captaincares.org/summer meals. They can also go to the United Way. The United Way has great information on their website, United Way of Greater Capital Region. There's also the helpline 211 the United Way offers, and you can call, say you'd like to know where there's a summer meal site near me, and they'll help provide information. But basically, we have these various 20 sites. We have tons of partners between summer programs and libraries and other community service organizations, faith groups that we work with to basically have a site. It's manned by volunteers or paid staff. Captain provides the food. We deliver or make arrangements to make sure it's there. Families and children can show up and get a healthy, nutritious lunch with that. Now, this year, much like last year, there's been waivers that were provided by the USDA, which helps make it much more flexible, which is incredible because it used to be you had to eat on site. Now we can do drop and go, we can do pickup, we can do delivery. There's a lot of different flexible options that helps increase access. They also have gotten rid of all of the income eligibility as well. So pretty much anybody can come and be fed. If they need food, we can help when they get there.
Wow. A question for you. Sorry, it's a bit obvious. You mentioned lunch. Do any of the sites provide breakfast?
We do. We have two sites that do breakfast with this program as well. So that's two different meal service times. The bulk of the programs are lunch based right now, but we do have two sites that do breakfast.
I've got it. And I would imagine that from the way you're describing it, that it's anyone under 18.
It is, yes. Thank you for clarifying that. So it's for children, much like the free reduced lunch program for the school. It's basically the same guidelines and standards, so it's under 18. Yep.
Got it. Andy, I got one other question. I read that I think it kicked in end of June. How
Yes.
long is the program going to run?
Yeah, we started on the 28th of June, and we're going to run the whole way right up until the school year starts. So we're going to be up until Labor Day
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
got it. All right, boy, to our viewers, think about the work that Andy and his team are doing at Captain. Getting in touch with federal agencies, figuring out how to maneuver the complications of the
Mm,
bureaucracies of state agencies.
yeah.
Don't start laughing, Andy. The and providing this kind of service for the community. There are 20 different sites around the county. Some of them are breakfast. A couple of them are. They're basically lunch programs. Anyone 18 or under. And remember, the kids are not in school, so they're out there and they need these meals. You'll see the website on the bottom of the screen, which is captaincares.org/summer meals. Andy, as always, I made a note here, my friend. Last time we
Okay.
spoke, you were associate executive director. Have you got any news to give me?
Yes, yeah. So I've been very lucky and very honored that the board of directors for Captain has selected me as their executive director. So I'm just very blessed and feeling very happy and excited about that opportunity. So just can't thank them enough for that.
Well, you can't thank you enough for your efforts. You stand out in the field, Andy, for sure.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
the work you're doing is so fundamentally important to the
Mhm.
well-being of all of us. So thank you. Have a safe
Yeah.
summer, my friend, and we'll check in with
Thank
you
you.
when school starts and
Great.
see what you're up to at that point. All right.
Yeah, I'd love to give an update if you want for how we did this summer. I really do think we're going to hit our mark we did last year. We had a little over 17,000 meals served. So I think we'll get very close to that as well. It's just an amazing program. We have amazing partners throughout the community, and it's just a really special thing that we do, I think.
Good. Great, Andy. Stay safe, my friend. And I'll talk to you soon.
So,
Okay.
okay. Have a great
Later.
summer. Thank you.